Hi, welcome to this community. My name's Sophia. Welcome to this video called Dark Night of the Soul, Ending Karmic and Third Party situations. Now, I've done a video which I'll probably attach to the end of this video regarding Mercury retrograde. And I've said that I've got a Facebook group, and normally I put these videos in that, which I will do hopefully another video today for that Facebook group, an additional one. But I feel this energy is very important because I do feel a lot of humanity. Your person is going through a dark night of the soul. It's kind of what the planets shape our world. So what they've done is kind of, I'll pull it basic really, they made a lot of people, this happens all the time, a separation and rebirth, because the fool jumps into the unknown, which is supposed to be the unknown, and then they start this that starts the journey of death and rebirth. That's what the fool's journey is. So you constantly learn from black and white. So there was a separation, but it was a massive big, this time was a massive separation. That's why I'm releasing these videos on the main channels. That's the dark night of the soul. So your persons went through the dark night of the soul to then release this third party situation. So you could be either feeling your person, that dark night of the soul, or going through it yourself. The Mercury retrogrades in Libra. I didn't say that in my reading, but I have it on the thumbnail title. But the first card was about creating balance. Now, why that is very important, I felt compelled to do this reading as well, is because when you look at the High Priestess and the Hierophant, they both have the pillars. So it's about connecting with as above, so below, to create balance in your world. This imbalance on planet Earth, because most people stay on the 3D. 3D is the lowest condensed planet, density planet. But for you to manifest your wishes and desires, which make you free, you need to connect with upstairs. I call it as above, so below. So the High Priestess and the Hierophant, which are twin flame counterparts to me as a reader, such as the sun and the moon, because it's planets, because they go higher mind, higher intelligence. You are a higher intelligence being. Doesn't mean you're more intelligent than a soulmate. It just means higher realms of reality you pull your intelligence from, instead of the lower realms, the 3D realm that just look with their eyeballs. That's lower, right? It doesn't mean lower stupid. There's no such thing as that. So as they sit in between the two pillars, there's something about middle ground. The Justice card, the Libra, which is in Mercury retrograde, is about balance. So this actual Mercury retrograde is about how to balance out things so you communicate correctly. Most people, well, I do get busy and I'm overwhelmed with bookings and stuff, but there's a balance between one or the other. It's like most people book me because they know that first of all, I guarantee everything I give them, and they're going to know the truth. But then there's the opposite that don't book me because they don't want to face their truths. So this is, there is a middle ground of such with balance in life, but most people take the middle ground literally of, I'm not going to go here or there. For example, I'll listen to Sophia's stuff because she knows her shit and she talks the truth, but I'm going to go to this other tarot reader because that's what I want to hear. That's middle ground. The middle ground is about listening to people fully. There's two sides. There's two pillars in a Hierophant and High Priestess. There's two sides to a story, always. Your person, you always have an inner feeling there's more to know. The Moon card, the Seven of Swords, there's lies, deception. Well, if you don't know, how can you judge what's going on in a third party karmic situation? You can't. And this is what this Mercury retrograde is about, communication. And as I said, the 3D only communicate on the 3D world. So what about higher mind, higher intelligence? That means knowing, intuition, high priestess, intuition, that there's something going on which you don't know, right? So does that mean think the worst and then judge a person and not trust the situation? It doesn't mean that. This time is about communication, not only communication from your person. Who do you communicate with? Do you even communicate with me, or you just go and communicate with people that tell you what you want to hear, or your friends, your loved ones tell you what you don't want to hear? Who are you communicating with? Communicating with your guides, but you only communicate to God, one guide. Do you only communicate with people that say loving things like namaste and I love you? This is all about communication. And Mercury retrograde is generally about this, but this is massive for spiritual leaders. And so I don't think I've ever done a Mercury retrograde reading. I've been up here 3 years, whatever, let alone a second one, because it's about releasing the karmic and the third party situation. What is your third party? What is your karmic? Stop looking at your person to communicate about theirs. What is yours? Like I said, there's something about middle ground. So I'm just going to pull out a couple of cards, because if I generally got this energetic frequency for what to speak about. If you're new, hello, please join the Facebook group. You get for extended readings, planetary shift ones. When there's more of these, I'll put them in there. There's oh look, Hierophant is here. This is about commitment. It's really important. It's really about commitment and social norms. And the Hierophant is your person. Anyway, Facebook group, I go in, I answer quite, look, what's hidden? That's why I don't need the cards. No tarot reader needs the cards, really, because it's all from upstairs, higher, right? Cards just clarify what I say, what that I get from them. It's nice to have the cards anyway. So I'll go through this quick. I want to pull out some other cards as well. So yeah, Facebook group's private. YouTube is too exposed. I don't know what else to say. It's too many people that come in and out. It's like a TV channel now, isn't it? It's like, oh, I'll put on my favourite TV series. Okay, whilst I eat my dinner, I'll put on a tarot reading. Then I'll go back and then what the children want to watch. It's like a TV. I want people who are here to change planet Earth, to connect with higher minds, not just buying a crystal and saying I'm a spiritual leader, namaste, love and light. I want a proper group of people who are here to change planet Earth, not doing Reiki 1, 2, 3, 4,000 and acupuncture and meditation, right? That's not what the group's about. But the serious, who want to commit to their person and commit to what they are. The Hierophant is about commitment. But the Hierophant is higher mind. Most twin flames advisors talk about getting with your person and self-love. Well, what about higher, right? Higher mind is all is one. They just talk about self, which is this 5 of Swords, which is selfish. Or if you love yourself, which is correct, but they still don't tell you how to do it because they don't collaborate. They separate. They separate over there telling you to love yourself. Well, self-love heals this world. Yes, if we collaborate and teach people about it. If not, you're still a separation. It's a contradiction to what they speak. Queen of Wands, Hierophant, the Moon card. That's basically what I said at the beginning. I've just pulled out the cards. You are a twin flame. You are the light. Now, I said dark night of the soul, right? Which is about third party. Your person has that light. You know that. Because you know there's all flies around them, right? Let's just say that, right? All people around them. Because they see the light. You see how they light up. So you can say twin flame, light worker, whatever. They light up as well. So they have their lesson of their third party situation over there to deal with. But it's like you, this reading, this dark night of the soul, which you might be going through. If you're feeling your person or it's there and I ain't feeling, you'll know the kind of difference. Because if you feel kind of a sadness for your person, you're healed. You're healed, really. Not healed, you're never healed. You're okay, you're on point. I feel my person's going through dark night of soul with third party situation, right? But I'm not dark. I'm not feeling darkness. I saw the squiggly darkness, but that's gone. Just it don't affect me. If it's affecting you in other forms, you're thinking you're feeling a bit dark now and again, you're a bit in and out, or it is actually affecting you, you're not doing enough work. And how can I tell, oh, Sophia, it's not affecting me. If you was doing enough work, you would be doing a version of me. A version of me. Not a spiritual leader that goes on YouTube and just talks. That is nowhere near a version of me. Not a spiritual leader that makes programs but doesn't allow you to sell the programs. That's nowhere near a version of me. That is selfish. This is about your person is shedding a light, but the first card is the feminine. This isn't the King of Wands. This is the Queen of Wands. Meaning, right, that are you working on who takes your light? The dark night of the soul is the dark entities that you are around you, that, and it doesn't mean hate them, right? Dark entities, we are here to love. This planet is of love. So if you're getting rid of them or wanting to get rid of them, how you do is you love them. Oh, the fucking energy vampires and all that, right? Why are they energy vampires? Because they haven't had love. They're used to negative, so they're used to that. So that's how they get attention. Fucking attention seekers and narcissists, all those that place judgment and blame on those others are not light workers. All those tarot readers, oh, you got someone who's narcissistic. I'm like, well, first of all, we all have narcissistic traits because this planet is fucked and corrupt. And it's against oneself because we are born free. So you rebel against something that is not yourself, so it comes out in narcissistic. Considering if you're a star sign like, for example, I'll just say Aries, which likes to be free. Aquarius likes to be free. If you're more of a free person, you might have more narcissistic controlling traits that rebel against. Your person has narcissistic traits because he's trying to have control because he may be around narcissistic people, third party. So the element of him trying to grab back control because he has lack of control, trying to make a balance. This is about balance. This is about understanding, judgment, knowing things. Instead of just casting blame, oh my gosh, your person's a narcissistic, get rid of him. Well, if they had a true twin flame connection themselves, they would struggle to get rid of their person too. For you to watch tarot readers to just say get rid of their person, you should email them, say, have you been with your twin flame? And did you get rid of them as soon as you had red flags? Soulmate, yes. And that's still hard to do. If this was a soulmate situation and the stuff that's going on with a third party, you would have got rid of them. You have that connection so heightened. So you learn what I'm teaching you. No judgment. This is about putting up boundaries and sticking to them, but boundaries with love. Oh, fuck off. You don't come back to me unless you're cheating in this. Understanding, right? And why I say under, because it's as above, so below, right? It's what's beneath the surface, not on the outside of your person. Your person here, this is you two. He is on point. He is a hierophant. He is teaching you something, right? As they always are. It's always you that don't know it. You have a reading with me. I talk about you. When I see your person, I'm like, oh my God, they're amazing. They are amazing. I connect with their oneness. It's you. It's like you're waiting for your person to come back and commit. And I'm like, you see, it's not that. It's you should be seeing your person as higher and teaching you something. If you have an inner knowing, there's an inner knowing of something here. Plus with the moon card, something is hidden. So what's hidden within you which you're not working on? Is that sexual abuse? Is that abandonment from your family? Is that your mum saying she loved you but never asked you if you even like the job that you're in, or like the person you dated, or asked you anything, or what you wanted, but said, I love you, I love you, I love you. I'll do what's best, and paid for your college degree, which you didn't want to do. You might have wanted to leave or something like that. Do you know what love is? It's in my ebook. Underneath this is like, what are you holding back? There's stuff underneath that you think is sexual abuse. It's abuse. I haven't had sexual abuse. Well, how many people did you date and sleep with you didn't even want to? That's sexual abuse. Just turn over and, you know, your person, this guy just stuck his dick in you and had sex. That's sexual abuse. And that's you sexually abusing him, doing it to you. I can't bother, I'm tired. I'll just roll over. I'll just be quick. Sexual abuse. Right? Oh, Sophia, my person's over there with the baby's mum, and they're taking a piss. Well, who took the piss out of you, mate? But you were allowed. I don't know what's wrong with my person. Why don't he stick up and defend himself? Or why didn't you? Oh, because you was brought up in a family that didn't teach you how to defend yourself. This is what's going on here. It's shedding the light all around you this time now. So when your person comes back, because they're coming back because it's retrograde, which all the other people say, oh, your person comes back, don't go back with someone who's a devil, because the devil card's here. The devil's bound to the masculine and the feminine. Thank you very much. Right? And not all Capricorn's elements are bad. Retrograde means revisit. It doesn't say revisit a job, revisit a situation. Oh, don't revisit an ex. Yeah. It's a revisiting situation, transmuting that negative energy so that you don't have that bad revisit situation again. It doesn't limit it to, oh, well, if a devil, oh, be careful with the devil. It just means that a toxic, a codependent, an addiction, there's a situation. That's why retrograde is coming back. The devil card's here, something that you're codependent or need to release. Right? Doesn't mean get rid of the ex. It's coming back with the devil card. It's very important. Retrograde means revisit everything. If an ex comes back, you don't want to get with them, get rid of them. But if an ex come back like your twin flame, what is the toxic behaviors that he is enlightening to you? That's what this is. From a social norm, even like you say, well, I just slept with this guy because he's a location. He asked me out. People just go out with people. I've been there. You know, who are you dating? I'm dating John. If someone ever asked me, well, why are you dating John? And I just would have said, well, he asked me out. What? Did I fancy him? Did I have any pull towards the man? Just asked me out. So I just said yes. I could have wasted a year just dating and sleeping with someone. That's sexual abuse. What am I holding on to that? Then working out that that's a family pattern that maybe my mum done and my dad done or other people do, which is dead and buried. This is about communication. I can't communicate with my mum and dad because they're passed over. But I can connect with source and I can do the dots that probably definitely happened. Because communication is the internet. The internet is unknown. The internet is the sky. So I can communicate with them upstairs and ask them. Don't need to. It's kind of obvious. So this is about, like I said, it's what's hidden. And that doesn't mean what's hidden, what your person is hiding. If there is something hidden from your person, what's hiding inside of you? What's not clear? What's not clear about your path? Because it's got the twin towers in it, right? Twin towers crumbled. The foundation needs to crumble. It's about getting the strength to face that. Some people don't believe that the twin flat towers was blown up. This is about having the strength, the Leo here, to face confrontations of things you don't want to do. Such as, like I said, if you've got sexual abuse and you have my counselling or you buy my programs, most counsellors you go to on the 3D realm, how are you? How did this affect you? Right, talk about that. That's not wrong. But hold on a minute. Where was your parents? How could they not know that you were sexually abused? Could you even talk to your parents about your sexual abuse? That's third party. What are you holding back, which is a third party? This is why this is round you, which needs to be healed. The Lovers. Look at the card. The Lovers card is this. This is about your version of love and commitment. You want your person to come back to commit to you and tell you about all the lies, but you have all the lies within you. This what needs to be shedding off the light. That's what the clarity is. Secrets are being revealed. All that's what's out there now. That's what you need to work on. The commitment to your person, which creates is 10 of Wands, right? A lot of burdens. Oh, he's so much burdens, but I guarantee you have it. Most people on planet Earth, 98 to 99%. It goes up and down, particularly now with this virus. 98 to 99% of people have burdens. And burdens comes over the bracket of a negative. So 98% of people to 99, it's going to go up to 99 November, have negativity within them. And this is why you are here as a light worker. This Mercury retrograde, like I said, is going to create balance with the moon card of what is hidden. You might find out situations with your person because the moon card is next to your person. But this is to do with the Hierophant. The Hierophant, like I said, is connected with twin flames. If you want to know if you're twin flame or not, it doesn't matter. If you feel you're humanitarian, something like that, a spiritual leader, the chosen one, you're from 5D. 5D is the twin flame contract. You have someone on planet Earth which you may choose to get rid of, but you knew there was a connection, regardless. For example, Tony Robbins is with, can't remember her name, they're twin flames, right? He talks about his mission. He doesn't know that label necessarily, but he's a twin flame. If you go into the details, he had third party. She was sitting in the background. Why? I think she was with him when he was with his ex-wife and all that kind of thing. Waiting. If you go into the background, like I said, there's more that you don't know with your person. But everyone, oh, Tony Robbins with what's her face? I can't remember. She's a herb, isn't she? Got a herbal name. Anyway, right? That's twin flame. So you might be a twin flame and you're like, oh, like she could have just got rid of him because he had third party. And I think he had not only married, he had others. It was out of his mouth. I researched. I'm not like you, just buy something because, oh, they said they can help me. I researched before because I've done it, his coaching. I'm qualified of the Tony Robbins coaching because I was a soulmate advisor. I'm just saying, that's why I done it. Not for the twin flame. I was soulmate advisor, relationship coach before I came to a twin flame coach. So this is about, like I said, two sides to every story. Stop staying middle ground of like turning the other cheek, trying to be blind to it, or it's like you're the scales that swing one way to the other. But higher mind is when you're in the middle of it, but you're balancing out the masculine and the feminine. And that's kind of like putting boundaries into it. Not just bunny hopping in and out with the two towers here of the moon. Just getting the strength to confront shit. Like the person comes back, you can ask what is hidden. Not, oh, for fuck's sake, you fucked off because I mentioned that you would see in Sarah Jane. No, this is about doing it correctly. And creating proper balance of who's he sharing to. That kind of thing. What's hidden is why was he giving you crumbs? But this is balancing it out if you do it properly. This is about as above, so below, like I said, with the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Your person is here to teach you something. It depends if you see it as a higher person and twin flame situation, higher mind, right? Or do you see him or her as burdens? That way, if you push it forward, this is a Chariot. It depends, because the Chariot is a principal law of cause and effect. If you see your person's teaching you something as a twin flame, because it has the twin flames, and then you go within with the moon card, right? Work on your shadow, the sun and the moon, right? This is your person. Work on your shadow work correctly, dealing with not just, oh, yes, I was sexual abused. Well, what about your family? Wouldn't your mum see that energetic change of frequency, especially as a child if you're sexually abused? right? Or why do you think you just sleep with anybody? Why was you married for 10 years and just sleeping with anybody? Do you see what I mean? And just because you got the title of the marriage, there's lots of things here that's hidden that this Mercury retrograde is teaching you how to communicate correctly. And that's like, because as within is so without. So this is more about what are you doing? Because you're just waiting for your person to come back. I'm sorry, I was with Sarah Jane. Now I don't want to do that anymore. I'm coming towards you. But this cycle will continue because, like I said, you're not pushing it forward correctly. I want to pull some different cards out. These are called Soul Oracle cards. That's how it looks. So like I said, this is to do with the Mercury retrograde, third party and karmic situations. Now, that doesn't mean that they're bad, neither. Everything that happens is for a reason. This planet is unique and different. So every experience is an experience planet. So every experience has a purpose for you, right? It depends if you choose it to be good or bad, but there is no good or bad. The duality with the two pillars within the High Priestess and the Hierophant is about duality, and there is no duality because we're all oneness. So this is about transmuting your perception of a negative situation to a positive, right? And if you keep doing that with your person, the Hierophant, and keep connecting to higher minds and keeping on to the twin flame connection, right? You see, the key to this is near his heart for the both of you, right? Jesus consciousness, he looks like a bit like JC, doesn't he? Jesus Christ. To the twins, right? This is about Taurus here, that sign in between the two twins there. That means being stubbornly sticking to this twin flame journey throughout all what's hidden. This is like you looking, oh, well, I want to know what's known. Well, what's the unknowns? Well, you can't be of higher mind if you want to know the knowns, because higher mind is higher intelligence, which you don't know the knowns. Well, you can, because I know who speaks to me. I can't say the name of the alien being, let's say, well, it's half alien that speaks to me. But anyway, but you can if you want to, but there's loads of entities. I have one in particular from all entities that speak to me, because I'm like, I don't want to hear too many different voices of different alien entities up there. So you can know if you choose to. Okay, let's get another one. Oh, there it is. Let's put that over there. Live life to the fullest. Tree of life here, look. Live life to the fullest. Tree of life is the as above, so below, also connected to the Kabbalah, and the tree I like also because it's about a rooted belief system. When you have a rooted belief system, as of a root of a tree, you can't pull it out, right? You have to cut that fucker, right? You have to cut down trees, right? So you have to cut out a belief system. You have to. But like I said, to live your life to the fullest, you need to understand that you are following a program belief system, and then transmute it to the tree of life, which is the Kabbalah, which is a philosophy of how you live off this planet. It's not a religion. It's not a tradition or belief or program. It's literally the Kabbalah is natural laws of this planet, like gravity, of what you live. If you abide by those laws, you'll live your life to the fullest. If you don't, you will suffer. There's a negative and positive on this planet, and that's so, and it's just how it is. I don't make the laws. I don't, I just know them, and which you should know, which I have I have a Kabbalah program. Actually, it's 20 quid off. This is about knowing that you want to live your life to the fullest. Follow natural law. This one is about revive the dormant, I think. Look, 2 trees. This is your tree of belief system. Revive the dormant. Look, Mr. Man's there. And this is the live your life to the fullest. Like I said in this reading, this is about you confronting your shadow. Stop waiting for your person externally to come back to make you happy. This is about what shadow works in you that you haven't done. If you've done counseling, if you've done Reiki, acupuncture, crystals, whatever, and they haven't guaranteed that their work works, then it hasn't worked, has it? Has it? If you're not here doing what I'm doing, then whatever you've done hasn't worked. Because this reading is for a higher intelligent person. So you should be doing what I'm doing, a version of me. Literally doing a version of me. So it hasn't worked. And why wouldn't they guarantee it if they're so convinced that their stuff works? You don't need to have to go out there and go to events and stand on the stage and talk to thousands of people so everyone can look up and clap to you and get all the attention that all these spiritual talk and leaders talk. I am the chosen one. I'm from Palladian spaceship, blah, blah. You don't need to do that. You can do what I'm doing. I don't even show my face. But I can transform your life and get you your person and get you into mission. It's not the to get out there now with the internet. You can do it. There's no excuse. That's why the shift of the two worlds happen, because there's no excuse for spiritual leaders to say they can't do it. I even have boot camp. I have 2 boot camps to help you to get out there to do what you're supposed to do on this planet. You choose the easier option. But it's like I said, the 2 polarities. If you know how to live with this planet, you thrive, right? If not, you just survive. There's a difference. There's a massive difference. You just survive. Who wants to just fucking survive? I want to thrive on this planet and live it fully. You want to know more about it? Well, you can join the Facebook group, or you can join or you can just book me and do reading, and I can go in and do more. Check out my website as well. It has tons of information of why you're here. So third party in Karmic is being released, but is it being with your person? Look, where's the High Priestess? Not here. You're not here. He's up in his glory as usual. I'm just saying, but you're not here. You're like the Queen, right? This is him and he's doing his thing. That means they've released a third party. Retrograde, then they come back. So they either won't come back, right? Or they come back and it's still hidden, all the stuff, and then the same cycle happens because you're not going to the Hierophant to commit. Hierophant to the High Priestess. You're not going within. The Hierophant is about social norms. So that is about going out there and showing and speaking about you, right? That's what the Hierophant is about. So that's what you want, because you're secret, right? You want him to go out there and express and to be like preaching about you, saying about you. But not if you're not the High Priestess going within. You're not doing that. You're just, oh, I'm a twin flame. I'm a twin flame. That ain't enough. Then this cycle carries on, and you will remain dormant. It's like revive it. Look, revive the dormant, and then you live your fullest life. All right, I'm out. Speak to you later.